Candace Owens reveals shocking information that exposes Ryan Reynolds as the supposed man behind the Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni lawsuit. Is Ryan Reynolds really this super nice, non-egocentric person he has made us all think? Or was it all a facade to mask his true colors? Tell us what you think down in the comments, and thanks for watching.
All right, guys, happy Saturday. I have more intel on the Justin Baldoni versus Ryan Reynolds situation. Okay, first I just want to say regarding filing the gag order, Ryan, I'm sure your legal team is watching this as well as you. You don't get to do that. Sorry, you don't get to put the genie back in the bottle. You wanted everything public. You wanted to publicly humiliate, your version of Aladdin, the little street rat. Okay, Jafar, we got your energy. You think you're gonna skip off in the sunset with the girl. You accidentally shackle yourself, and now you're like, this isn't fun. No, we are with you now. We are your family, Ryan. We are into the story. We are getting to the bottom of the story. And I know that I have gotten very close, uncomfortably close to what happened. Okay, so as a refresher, Steve Sarowitz is the billionaire Ryan accidentally, actually purposefully, kicked in his teeth. The person behind Wayfarer Studios, because he was just on this bloody rampage against Justin Baldoni. General rule of life, you don't have to follow my philosophies, you don't have to take advice from me, but I think it is good advice to say, you do not pick a fight with a billionaire that you cannot win. Meaning when you are plainly in the wrong, as Ryan Reynolds is, you just don't pick that fight. Maybe he didn't pay attention, he didn't care. He was like, I won, Justin Baldoni's out of Endeavor. And he didn't realize that he had completely walked him and Blake into the lion's den. But not a good idea to just kick in the teeth of a billionaire because you're jealous, okay? That's a good starting point. Just to put into perspective for you, the difference between Ryan Reynolds, who's quite rich, who's worth $300 million, and somebody like Steve Sarowitz, who is trying to give away $1 billion. If they were golfing together and had a casual bet, and they were like, oh, Celtics tonight, how much do you want to bet the Celtics will win? Steve could look over at Ryan and say, let's bet your entire net worth. That's the kind of money that we're talking about. And again, principally, Steve Sarowitz is completely correct. He's going to win this. So Taylor Swift is not going to back this lawsuit. There's nobody, no matter how many friends they have in Hollywood, that's going to be willing to just burn money to come to the aid of their jealous friend. That's not happening. So I got all of these emails over the last couple of days from people who were insiders. I mean, including family insiders, as in people who were like, yes, I've been at Blake Lively's father's house in Utah multiple times. Obviously, I would not even know her father had a house in Utah. And I've been with them, I've been around them, and yes, Ryan is controlling. I've had exes that are messaging me, yes, Ryan is exceedingly controlling. Obviously, we've established that fact just by looking at his history, that Ryan his personality type is he likes to be in full and complete control, okay? I'm telling you that for a reason, reminding you of that for a reason. People who like to be in that extreme amount of control, when they look at the tapestry of their life and someone unexpectedly pulls at a thread, they lose their effing minds, okay? They don't see it coming, everything's great, it's perfect, and someone tugs at a thread and they just go, I gotta go crazy here to correct course. So I get a message yesterday from somebody who's inside, and they say, Candace, I don't know you, but I'm letting you know you are very close. You're missing just 5% of the story. Just 5%. I checked to make sure yes, this person's on the inside. So I'm missing 5% of the story. And I like to get 100%. I really do. So I start thinking. I say to my husband, I think the part I'm missing is what set off the cannon, right? What sparked the cannon here? What made Ryan Reynolds march in and go, let me see the dailies. Let me see it. Let me see all the footage, right? Let me see the script. What's going on? So I start going crazy. I'm just what is it? What did I miss? There had to have been a spark. This couldn't, something happened that made Ryan go to set that day, demanding to see the dailies, and then having this alleged argument with Blake Lively in the trailer that transformed what was just supposed to be a movie set to suddenly Ryan wanting to own the entire thing. So I'm on a walk with my husband yesterday, and I'm like, what made Ryan want to see the dailies? And my husband's like, I don't care about this at all, not even a little bit. And I'm like, I hate how straight you are sometimes because I need to talk about this. Like, this really is our Roman Empire. And I'm just like racking my brain. I start texting my girlfriends, all 2 of them. And I'm like, what am I missing? I'm like, maybe he saw a text message on Blake's phone. Like, maybe she texted Taylor Swift and said, like, haven't felt like this in years, and like they're filming stuff. Like, it had to have been something that made him come completely undone like that, where like he suddenly thought that he was gonna lose his wife. And then a Deadpool fan who knows nobody involved gave me a very, I guess a better instinct of what to sniff out here, okay? A Deadpool fan says, oh my gosh, this is so funny. They're just commenting on my podcast episode. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's so funny because I remember this scene. They're referring to the scene, I'll post it next, where Ryan just explicitly kind of spells out the lawsuit. And they were like, it was weird because the script didn't make any sense. And he's suddenly saying like, oh, feminist and this and that. And now we know that this is how Ryan lets out his anger. He just puts the person that he hates in the script and actually leaves his audiences lost because they don't know that he's doing that or why he's talking about feminism and his wife losing baby weight. So that is what the fan said. Like, this scene makes sense. It was weird. It didn't belong in the film.
Who are you? Well, I'm Deadpool. And I guess you're Deadpool too. But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool. Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell. I don't think you're supposed to say that. That's okay. I identify as a feminist, right?
Okay, now why is that important? Because what it lets us know is that Ryan doesn't even care about the movie script when he gets angry. He gets so angry that he just puts explicitly what it is that he wants to say to the person that he's angry at, right? So he's just talking to Justin Baldoni there. He's just making fun of Justin Baldoni. And this is a major clue because there's another scene in which the script doesn't really make sense. And this is Ryan, who's now inserted himself into promos. And now let's revisit what Ryan says in this bizarre little script, because it's him speaking, although he's speaking to Brandon Sklenar, he is speaking to Justin Baldoni.
Okay.
Oh, God.
This is cool. It's not every day the husband gets to interview his wife's love interest in a film. It's kind of crazy.
Guys,
Dive in, shall we? So I saw you posing in a photo with Mrs. Reynolds, and I'm sorry, what do you call her? Do you guys have a nickname or something? Okay, no, just so it's Mrs. Owens.
Brandon.
Damn, you're great.
No. It's not every day a guy gets to interview the love interest of his best friend's wife, and the guy trying to replace Ryan as a husband, and me as his best mate.
Holy shit.
What the hell are you doing messing with my best buddy's wife?
Sir, I have no idea what's happening at all.
Guys, I'm thinking this ain't a script. I'm thinking this is exactly what he wanted to say to Justin Baldoni. They're saying they had chemistry, and I have never seen the movie or read the books, but apparently they had like real chemistry on set. He is saying a weird line there where he's like, what do you call her? Why is he asking that question? He said, I saw a photo, which made him jealous. Okay, and now he's talking about chemistry. And then when Wolverine gets in there, I don't know why I'm blanking on his real name. Wolverine gets in there, and he's like the person trying to replace Ryan. I'm thinking something maybe happened here. He maybe found some sort of I don't know what it was that he saw, but it sent him on a tear. That what we just watched there was not a script. No more than what we watched on Deadpool was not a script. So I'm about to find out, because I'm going to speak to some people. I'm now on the inside. I think the missing piece of this is in that script, okay? Because while we know Ryan is controlling, I think something lit the cannon, as I said. He went psycho and thought that he was losing Blake to Justin. That it's the only reason it explains that he went so far as to try to make it so that he could never play a role in Hollywood again. Sorry, Ryan. Like I said, you don't get to put this genie back in the bottle. You are a walking lesson here of be careful what you wish for. We're going with you. We will be with you to the very end of this thing. And I think it's going to end with me, because I know I'm 95% of the way there. And now I'm sniffing around and I'm realizing some things. So I'll update you guys once I have these conversations. Wait, OMG. I just realized that skit goes on longer, okay? And he brings his mom in, and literally nothing they are saying makes any sense unless we are now hearing the exact text messages, and I'm guessing text messages, that Ryan found between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Like, this is not a normal script. Watch this.
Interviews.
Brandon, I saw the film, and may I say, you are incredible in this movie. On a scale from 1 to, I stopped taking my blood thinner medication, because if I can't have you, I don't want me.
Mrs. Reynolds, you should probably keep taking your medication. And I'm a little worried about your son. Like, he's for sure addicted to meth.
God
right?
damn, you're gorgeous. It creeps up on you.
Jesus, God, no.
Did you know that Ryan lost his father in 2015?
I'm sorry. Man, living with Ryan must have been incredibly hard for him.
Bro, I don't feel very comfortable asking this question.
Nope, I got it. I'll get it. Here, I can do that. You're not gonna read it? I will then. Okay, thank you very much. That's the one. It says Ryan would love to have a new dad to have a catch. And I think he could really use a man in his life. Hugh is no spring chicken anymore. Blink once for yes, or blink once for I'd love to be your new dad. He blinked.
Guys, what's going on here? Like, do you think that he is switching names around here, and maybe in the dailies she said that off camera because the mic was still on? As we know, he was catching stuff off camera, and maybe she made a comment about like Ryan being old and like her having young kids. And also, what is this meth thing? Like, the meth joke is very weird. You're on meth. Yeah, meth. Like, is Ryan on meth? Like, why would you say that? This has nothing to do with It Ends With Us promotion. Let's be very clear. That's not what's happening here.
He blinked.
Is this hell?
No, it's Iowa. That's from Field of Dreams. It's one of Ryan's favorite movies because he and his late father had so much unresolved sadness. But pride got in the way, and neither of them were able to find closure. Ryan thinks Field of Dreams is a true story because he's on meth, and that drug is...
Okay, so this is my new theory, having now watched that. I feel like either in the dailies or via text messages, he heard a conversation about him between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, where Blake opened up to him about Ryan having lost his father. Maybe Ryan wasn't the same since, or whatever. He said it's like they never resolved their issues. This is like this isn't It Ends With Us promotion. Like, why is this all being said? And this is what made Ryan completely lose the plot and just decide that he had to positively destroy Justin Baldoni. Like, he went mad. And I don't get this meth bit. This meth bit is very weird. I keep saying like he's on meth. I don't get that. But I think we're at like 99% here in terms of what went down.